Okay, thank you very much for your kind introduction. Can you see me and hear me well?
Yes, we can see you and hear you just fine.
Please. So first, let me share my screen, please. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes, yeah, we can.
Okay. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. Selamat. My name is Yosuke HASENAKA from Japan and US. It is an honor to introduce the activities of the city-to-city collaboration project in Indonesia. Our project title is City-to-City Collaboration Project to realize SDGs Future City by Toyama City, Bali Province, and Semarang City. In today's presentation, I will be discussing with you the following. First, I would like to briefly introduce our company. We Japan and US is an environmental and energy consultancy company established 50 years ago. Also, we are a subsidiary of JCM Holdings, one of the largest oil and gas EPC companies in Japan. Here are our track records of JCM-related projects. As shown here, we have facilitated many JCM feasibility studies and JCM projects in Indonesia. In this slide, I'd like to explain about related cities in this city-to-city collaboration project. First is Toyama City. Toyama City is known as an environmental future city and SDGs future city thanks to the development of compact city through public transportation and the use of renewable energy. Second is Bali Province, which started cooperation with Toyama City under the Cooperation Agreement for Sustainable Energy in 2014. Third is Semarang City, which requested support from Toyama City in 2014 when both cities were selected as 100 resident city proposed by Rockefeller Foundation in 2014. Consequently, Semarang City conducted many projects with Toyama City under city-to-city collaboration. Now, I would like to explain our city-to-city collaboration project. The main purpose of this city-to-city collaboration project is to conduct feasibility studies for formulating JCM projects under the cooperation between Toyama City, Toyama local companies, and Bali Province and Semarang City. Currently, we are conducting three kinds of survey. The first one is a survey for formulating transportation fuel conversion project. The second one is a survey for solar power generation project. The third one is a survey for hydrogen technology development in Bali. As for implementation system, Japan and US works jointly with Toyama companies, which are Hokusan and Nissan Chemical Corporation in the DDF project, as well as Nihon Kucho Hokuriku for the solar power generation project. We collaborate with Toyama Hydrogen Energy Promotion Council for the hydrogen survey. Also, we are cooperating with Terminal Gas for developing DDF project in Bali. Now, let us take a look at each project candidate being considered. First is fuel transportation project. In Bali and Semarang, diesel is still consumed as main transportation fuel, which causes air pollution and large amount of CO2 emissions. As alternative energy in the future, electricity and hydrogen are expected. But introducing electric vehicles and fuel cell vehicles takes a lot of time. Yeah. On the other hand, converting diesel fuel to natural gas is relatively easy and an effective way to reduce GHG emissions and prevent air pollution in transportation sector. Based on this situation, last fiscal year, we selected JCM project targeting vehicles and collect fuel consumption data. Then we estimated economic effect and GHG reduction effect. And as a method for converting diesel fuel to CNG, we are considering adopting an innovative low carbon technology which is called DDF system. DDF is an abbreviation of dual diesel fuel. Literally, this is a system where both diesel and CNG is combusted at the same time. And we, JANUS, have track record of conducting the JCM project with Semarang City using this DDF technology for public buses. Although there has been gas supply problem since installation of DDF, recently a gas station has opened in Semarang City as shown in the lower right corner of this slide. Therefore, gas will be supplied to DDF installed buses more smoothly in the future. We think this project experience will yield good results in Bali as well. Next is solar power generation project. As a main renewable energy source, solar power generation is expected to proceed with renewable energy development. Previously, we considered installation of solar power generation for hotels, but most of the hotel's roof are traditional style and have problem of strength to accommodate PV. Also, from last year, sightseeing industry has been strongly hit by the COVID-19, and it was difficult for hotel owners to consider installation of PV. So we focused on the government facilities as PV installation candidates. As last fiscal year survey, we couldn't conduct site survey, so we selected the government facilities from satellite data and estimated power generation and GHG reduction for each candidate site. This slide shows project progress and the future action plans. Today we don't have enough time to explain this slide, but we are aiming to formulate JCM project next fiscal year on the survey result of this year, based on this survey of this year. Next is survey for hydrogen technology development in Bali, starting from this fiscal year. As shown here, Bali province aims to expand renewable energy in the future and assumes the main renewable energy as solar power. On the other hand, as you know, PV is not a stable energy, so it is necessary to prepare backup electric power source for adjusting fluctuations. So hydrogen energy development in the future is expected since it can be used as energy storage and therefore it is not constrained by grid limitation. Actually, Toyama City and local companies are building a model for local hydrogen production and consumption. So in this city-to-city collaboration project, they can support in providing know-how and hydrogen utilization technologies. As for the survey in this fiscal year, consideration of hydrogen development in Indonesia hasn't progressed enough. So we would like to firstly focus on the survey for hydrogen development potential and challenges in Bali and consider verification project next fiscal year. Finally, we would like to share the challenges and countermeasures of this project. First, under the spread of the new coronavirus in both cities, conducting field surveys was impossible last fiscal year. So this fiscal year, we would like to conduct an online site survey. Regarding the challenge for solar power project, the biggest barrier for installing solar panels is initial investment. So we would like to investigate the possibility to use PPA scheme in JCM project. Also, last year we focused on the government facilities, but this year we would like to also discuss with public companies as well to ease the procedures of procurement. Regarding the hydrogen project, we would like to consider the possibility to develop not only green hydrogen, but also gray hydrogen by utilizing abundant natural gas in Indonesia. Lastly, we would like to emphasize the importance of the cooperation with national level stakeholders. Last year, we just discussed with local government, but since JCM project bilateral project, we would like to communicate with national level stakeholders such as Bapenas and Embassy of the Republic of Indonesia in Tokyo. This is the end of this presentation. Thank you very much for your attention.